From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. First run now for Kyron Williams. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. Third play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That one caught downfield by Watson. He's to the 15, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Christian Watson, 72 yards. And the Packers are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Boy, you go 3 and out on your first drive, and that's not the way you want to start this drive either. Doesn't seem like they're really into it just yet.
No, first 4 plays, you don't want to call it a disaster, but not looking very sharp. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for L.A. An even 50 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him, and he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now a 2nd and 2. Throwing is Stafford. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Second and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. Here's Stafford. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Tutu Atwell from 6 yards away. And the Rams are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Play fake. Here's Love. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And they tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find his man, Kraft. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. These two teams all tied after one. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing quickly out wide, Atwell. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Stafford now to throw. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. From the gun, here's Stafford. That is caught, and he is going to have a Rams 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
He'll drop this down to Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 2. To throw is Stafford. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Back to throw, Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. 2nd down and 8. Out of the gun, Stafford. Throwing middle, and it's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 3.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Stafford. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Now it's Stafford. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Rams. Colby Parkinson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams have taken the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Play action this time with Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is all about finding the open space in the middle of the field. How do you do that? One way is through play action. That's going to freeze those linebacks for just a split second, and sometimes that's all you need. They run a deep in route behind them, and it works to perfection.
To throw now, here's Love. Completes it again to Dobbs. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Here's Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Love now. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Second and a couple. Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. Inside the 10, and he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Now Stafford. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing is Stafford.
He'll get that complete to Parkinson.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup.
Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another 1st down.
Stafford looks to throw again. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Stafford. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Packer offense heading back for one final first half drive. 1 second, all that remains.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half. Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Love looking to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Throwing. Love. He finds his big tight end. That's Kraft. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Love. That's to Kraft, the tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. That is caught and able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Off the play fake, Love. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
2nd and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. That's taken in by Watson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Touchdown! Tucker Kraft. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And running with power here. And they'll get him down inside the 30 up to 27. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
To the air again, Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now a play fake it at Stafford. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Now it's Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, it's tough time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd and 6 from the 10. To throw is Stafford. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Back to throw, Stafford. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robinson. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They run. It's Williams. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Love from the gun. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. To throw now. Here's Love. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Play fake. Here's Love. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Jacobs going to try the middle. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Love now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground. And
he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
The Jared Vershear meet off the field you're really going to like. But he knows how to turn on the nastiness when he crosses the lines. He's a bully, rugged, and a physical pass rusher.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And room there to work it inside the 25. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done.
Williams loses the football, and the Packers pick it up. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Love from the gun on 3rd down. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Doubs, 41 yards. And the Packers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Stafford. He shakes him off. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Now 3rd down and 7. Here's Stafford. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Still on his feet. Touchdown, L.A. Kyron Williams, 71 yards. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, did the Rams get it? Yes! L.A. football. So now Stafford and the Rams down by 2 touchdowns. 44 seconds to go. It's a tall order, but they do begin with decent field position on 1st down. Stafford. Man open is Robinson. He is out of bounds inside the 35. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
All 3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They'd prefer to use them on the defensive end. But here's 1st and 10. Now Stafford. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd and 10. Throwing is Stafford. And his throw is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop them with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Southern California, so long, everybody.